Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Neki broadcast. We are playing Scrolling Survival again, and this time I am keen on finishing it, well, more or less like I was last time during episode 17. So if you haven't seen episode 17, please do go ahead and watch it. Now, I will not be reloading, and I will again try to get as far as possible my usual recruits, just like last time, and again prioritizing the burner and the Saurian auger. I would say now, again, if you do like these videos and if you do want me to keep making them, please subscribe. It's a little thing to do and it does help a lot. You are the best, guys. So there it is. Okay, so important to attack the stationary unit here. And I would say leader is the one in need of regen. No damage on the footpad. That is not a problem, I would say. Damage here, perhaps. Okay, that was absolutely fine. There it is. Experience in the auger, pushing burner forward. Now, I would take a gamble with my leader simply because this Naga fighter is not strong and my leader would be able to deal quite a lot of retaliation damage to really every single unit attacking him. So we shall see whether that was a good choice or not. It's looking good so far. Don't think that the mage can do that much. Again, my leader is resistant to fire. It was a gamble that paid off in the end. Quickly dispatch of this mage. Did not expect that, did not particularly want that, however, not a problem. I should be able to play around this, I would say. Should be careful though, not to overextend. Okay, that's not enough damage into that Naga fighter. So I will be doing something of this sort. Would be trying to lure this leader onto my clasher. And obviously I will be trying to heal my auger simply because fighting times are coming. No, the leader did not go for it. Not a problem. However, now the Naga is easy kill for my auger and I can be a bit more free with my plays simply because I can lock this Naga in place, hopefully. So if I do some sort of maneuver on this Naga fighter, like flank it from all sides more or less, say this would be one way to do it. Okay, experience in the burner, that's what I wanted, and now probably close everything with this clasher here, and the troll should not be a problem. Okay, great. So far, so good. Now I have a chance to get the chest and also recruit, or I could keep focusing on, dealing damage to as many units as possible. Now I am tempted simply because this Naga fight, as you can see, deals 24 damage, whereas I have 25 hit points. I'm tempted to just deal some damage, delay a bit moments of recruit, and lead my units into battle. You see, I was lacking 2 experience there, and that was obviously an important play, I would say. Now, in terms of this draw whelp, definitely I would need to deal damage if possible. At the same time, blocking him and healing, they should go for this clasher if they want to. However, the clasher will deal a lot of retaliatory damage. Well, not even that, apparently, because the leader has a pattern of going back to recruiting, and now this raises minor issues, I would say, for myself. I could put the experience into the burner, however, you see the burner needs only 8 experience. Therefore, I am tempted to just put the experience into the Glacier if possible, and burner will eventually get the experience from. It will be day, therefore Poacher and Troll Whelp shouldn't do that much damage. Therefore, I could even use my leader. Bit of a risk, but I would say it's a calculated risk. So let's see something of this sort here. And experience into the Clasher, maybe. Probably I should have put experience into the burner. I keep delaying the moment of truth, but we shall see whether it was the right thing to do or not. Again, luring these units into my line of fire, trying to make the best out of this situation. I would say attacking Troll Whelp, and I would say this looks like a Thrasher to me. And now, with a bit of leadership, I could get another burner. There, a fire drake, sorry, and then whatever units I can muster to get my another clasher leveled up. I do need some more healing. Healing is incredibly important on this survival. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. And now, you know the drill. These units are coming one by one, and then there will be a dwarven castle on the left-hand side, and that is where we should be extremely careful how we manage things. So I would say this way would be acceptable. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that would be absolutely fine. Perhaps even like this, just in case. And the leader can keep healing before recruiting a fighter. There it is, nice miss from the Thunderer, and this would enable me to deal a lot of damage. Again, I'm not particularly interested in having the perfect position in dealing with this fighter. I'm more interested in having an advanced position to be able to later on get into this castle. Oh, of course, absolutely maddening. So I should do something of this sort, I feel. Not really sure. Could do something of this sort. Perhaps this would be good enough. Okay, and a burner. And now I should get close to this auger, which should heal my leader a bit as well. Again, going for the level 2 unit, I personally do not mind that. I actually like it. Now, I need this Thrasher though to block the Griffin Rider, and I need this Fire Drake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, more or less should be fine from this position. Great, so far so good. Now I do need experience into this Clasher ASAP. 4 out of 4. Just a bit worried that, okay, 6, 3 again, worrying signs all over the place. Perhaps this fighter could not. Yeah, that's great. I needed some damage into the dwarvish fighter, but I needed the experience to go into this clasher. So I'll even do it this way. Great. And healing just below the clasher. And at the same time, this would be closing the mountainside, more or less. And just in case, okay, leader here and another healer here. Okay, that should be a nice aggressive position. That would enable me to grab this castle. So let us see how the Griffin decides to play. That was nice damage from my Thrasher. However, I overlooked the fact that I need to heal the Thrasher a bit as well, which will come to bite me in the neck later on. It's a bit difficult now to manage things. I would say Burner, the Fire Drake here. It needs to deal reliable fire damage to the boss. No questions asked. For the rest, I have some options for playing around. Say fire damage to the Griffin. Okay, those were some nice hits. And I do need badly a slasher. Okay, great. I would have an arbiter. Sorry, an arbiter. Intelligence strong arbiter. Now, in terms of protecting this arbiter, I would be protecting it with the thrasher. I will be blocking the boss with the auger, and I will be healing around with my again. Not really sure here. It seems that this thrasher will never be healed. I need to block the keep as well. So I would say block the keep in this way. Heal all these units depending on what the target will be. And basically use this thrasher, keep this thrasher back. It is a difficult position to be in because I only have... Oh, okay, never mind. Doesn't go for the thrasher. That is absolutely fine. Goes for the fire drake. Again, fine. And now I need to start dealing damage to this steel clad. And I really need the hits here. Okay, those were some decent hits. Now, in terms of swapping units around, I'd say the leader needs to be tucked in nicely here. I need some hits from the leader as well. Those were decent hits, I would say. Now, in terms of... It's a bit annoying that I don't have enough damage. However, that was relatively okay. In terms of this auger, he is dangerously close to dying, which is unfortunate. But I need to focus, and I need to keep the pressure on the steel clad. I need fire damage here. I need to make sure I kill it as soon as possible. And on this side, I need to basically use this level 2 unit to the best of its potential. Not really sure. Really sure exactly how to play it here. I am tempted to use this arbiter. Okay, that was an important kill. That was a really important kill. Now, in terms of healing, I could either go for this leader, deal some damage, which I'm going to do. This is also a relatively important kill. And I could heal either these units on the castle, or I could try to heal this thrasher. So it's really difficult. Also, this might be hit by the trapper again. So really difficult to play around it. I mean, if this gets a level 2 kill, then he'll be back to full health. So that would be fine. Also, ignoring this thrasher completely just seems the wrong thing to do. Just so many difficult choices. What to heal? I would go for the leader, but again, the thrasher would be more or less unusable. But let us see how it plays out. Okay, that was actually great. That was great. Now, I need the arbiter here on the forest. I absolutely need it because I need this Oathsucker to. So the Oathsucker would have basically these. So it won't be able to reach the right hand side of the map. It will be blocked. The Oathsucker would have to be bound to the left hand side of the map. This being said, I would need to. Okay, this is really important now. So this blocks the Osaka, and this should be able to block most of the attacks coming from the right hand side. However, there will be a slight problem. All these units will go for the Arbiter as well, making, I know it's day, but it would make the fight, they will whittle down this Arbiter before the fight with the Osaka. Sometimes even this Dwarvish fighter comes here and attacks. Now, what would be absolutely phenomenal if I could kill this trapper, get the gold, and make some recruits. For example, recruit a clasher here. That would be absolutely phenomenal. However, this would not necessarily work. Now, I think the Thrasher, given that it's day, not really sure. Let me just double check here. Say, put this back and then try with this. So 5-4. Okay, 5-4. This would be 5-4-4 on a Thrasher, so that would be 16 hit points. However, my Thrasher has 24 hit points. So I would say if I tuck him in this position, he should be safe. Again, big should, but he should be safe. And I would say the most efficient way to deal damage is with 4 attacks. Okay, so now I think he should be safe. However, it's still problematic. This particular fighter, this particular clasher has low hit points. There is nothing else that I can realistically put there. The only unit would be the fighter, but the fighter does not have a chance to kill. Fighter has 39. This fighter is in deep trouble, if you ask me. I could try to put the clasher in the water. My only concern is that all these units will surround the fighter. Or I could try to lure this unit to come for the clasher, and then because all these units are going to flock on this fighter, and I might lose the fighter which has 11 experience. Okay, so that's that. So failed mission to get the chests. Now, given this, I would need to move my fire drake from the left hand side to the right hand side. Why? Because the right hand side is the one which is going to be exposed to the Oathseeker. So if, for example, I need to move my leader here, no questions asked. But now one of these fighters might go in the water, and the Oathseeker might come here and go for the burner, right? For this burner. So this burner has absolutely no chance in surviving the Oathseeker. However, if I do a swapperoo here, something of this sort, okay, and that actually whittles down this particular fighter a bit. Could even put some more damage here. Okay, fighters dying left and right. I would say put the experience into the leader. Well, never mind that. Okay, I can perhaps lure this unit into the water from here as well, and try to heal these 3 units, and hopefully everybody will go for the Arbiter, and Arbiter, it's a strong Arbiter. Hopefully the Arbiter will survive. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not praying, then you should be starting to. This is really important, how the Oathseeker plays. As you can see, this is relatively safe. Perhaps okay, and they are flocking against the fighter, but because they went, okay, and they are going for the leader, and they are going to not kill the leader, and then the Oathseeker is going to go for the Arbiter. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was a crucial point in this game. It's really important that we survive the Oathseeker. However, there is a second Oathseeker coming. Now, this is, again, another problem. And because I played so aggressively, this is a bigger problem than usual. Now, again, I would want the Oathseeker to attack a clasher. and ideally I would want the clasher to be on 40%, right? However, now I do need to kill this trapper badly. And ideally, I would have had another clasher ready to level up, which I don't. So this is again a big problem. So I would need to be creative in order to fight this second Osaka, or I would need to take some risks. Now, I think this Fire Drake should be sturdy enough to withstand the Osaka. I mean, 11-2, that should be strong enough to withstand the Osaka. I might be mistaken, but I believe it to be so. If I put the Fire Drake here on this tile, that should more or less cover the left hand side part. What might happen, these annoying guardsmen might still come and try to hit me and deal some more damage to the Fire Drake, assisting the Oathseeker. Okay, this 34 hit point clasher could also, so 34, 34. Okay, 34. I would rather have the Arbiter withstand the Oath attack. But if I can have the Arbiter here on the forest, and if I could somehow kill these units, or even the Clasher here on the hill, and this Arbiter here next to the mountain, or not even mountain, perhaps even forest. So, for example, Fire Drake here, Arbiter here, and Clasher here, and hope that the AI messes up a bit with their targeting system. Now, 13 hit points, it means that I should be able to survive a fighter attack. However, the fighter might go towards the left, so I have to be careful about that. I'm going to go versus this fighter simply because I do need to efficiently kill units here, so I shouldn't really mind if the leader gets at least one hit in. Come on. So things have have become from interesting to absolutely horrendous. So I would say I would need to do some crazy plays, like try to lead, and okay, 3 out of 3, at least that. So the leader missed, but at least the Saurian Olga got the kill. So we are still in this game. Now, the plan was to put Fire Drake here and put the Arbiter here. However, if the Fire Drake was to attack and kill one of these guardsmen, obviously there would be less units to attack me. But it's already far-fetched. It seems already far-fetched. So I'm just going to put the Fire Drake where we agreed in the first place. And then I am going to whittle down this fighter. Now, my only concern is that this fighter goes away, attacks something else. But as you can see, he can't. He can't really go away and attack something else. So based on the AI targeting system, this fighter is going to stay here, is going to attack the Drake Flare, and the Drake Flare needs to evade only 1 attack out of 3. And because Dwarvish Fighter has a CTK on my leader, I could even bet that he will actually go for the Drake Flare. Now, in terms of my healer, I would say the healer itself also needs to do something. Again, I need to use absolutely everything I have at this point to try to be efficient in killing units. Therefore, I would say I need to use the level 2 here to get the leader. You see, from the beginning, I did not heal this Thrasher, right? It has gathered an insane amount of experience, right? I would even do this. So now I have gold, I can recruit, and it's basically undo, and I have gold from this chest. Now 60 gold here. Now this Thrasher has not really done a lot. I mean, I did not give him any love. I did not heal him. I did not particularly take care of him, right? So he did quite a lot. Now, in terms of, again, I'm a bit worried about this thug here. This thug can really deal a lot of damage to this Thrasher. So I am thinking of perhaps doing something of this sort. Blocking. Let me think about it. So this, I want to bring the Soothsayer to attack this thief, right? But or I could take a gamble. However, there is another time of day coming, and I am a bit scared that this Thrasher, although it has 30% defense against 30% defense against impact, this Thrasher might die to this Thug. So it would be, the Thug would have about 4/4, so it needs only 2 hits. I absolutely need to protect my my Thug. From this perspective, I might need to sacrifice a unit, unfortunately. So I will do something of this sort. I would say I would put the, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I might need to sacrifice this Clasher at the end of the day in order to protect the level 2 Thrasher. So I might need to put this one forward, draw some fire to it, and I might need to, so I might need to do something of this sort. So again, I'm giving up on this Clasher. It's just impossible. I've analyzed and analyzed, and there is absolutely nothing I can do. Well, apparently I've given up on more than that Thrasher. Now it's really a very difficult position to be in. So I am hoping that the Oath will go for the Clasher. So change of plans. I do need now to kill this. Okay, can't even kill that. So I'm taking a lot of gambles here. I'm basically taking a gamble that this Thug will not kill this Thrasher, and I'm taking a gamble that the Oathseeker is going to go for this Clasher, which does not have a lot of experience, and this would enable me, hopefully, to, and again, I need to recruit another Clasher to replace the one that is going to die, and at the same time, I'm taking another gamble that my leader won't die here. So a lot of gambles. Sometimes it's not possible to finish this stage, especially at Drake, without losing a unit. So I did some damage control. So I'm trying to use this Clasher to lure fire. So we shall see what unit does the Oathseeker go for. And luckily enough, this survives. And indeed, the Oathseeker went for the Clasher. And will it finish off? It finishes off the Clasher. The leader also survives. Will, oh, and my Arbiter survives as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, with a bit of luck, I managed to survive here. It is wonderful. Of course, it's quite difficult, right? You do need a bit of luck. You need to minimize the proportion of luck in your plays. The importance that the luck plays in your game. But there it was a bit lucky, I must admit. We lost the Clasher, not a big deal, simply because the Clasher was not storing a lot of experience, right? Okay, so here we go. We need to clear up these units as soon as possible. And something else we need to do, we need to start dealing damage here. Otherwise, it will be incredibly difficult. So I would say damage here with magic and fire. Okay, that is a decent amount of damage. And because lava is coming, we need to progress quite quickly through the caves. Now, in terms of, again, we have our access blocked a bit by this Dwarvish Guardsman. So I should be able to lead my unit a bit with this. Oh, probably should have recruited something first. So I would say, it's a bit tricky here. what units to prioritize. I would say this guardsman should go with this burner, simply because it has quite a lot of HP. So that was a good, let's say, a good target. Now I would need to recruit a clasher here to impede the movement of this fighter, and I would say I would need another healer or even another burner. So it is difficult at this point. Given the time of day, I would say that another healer could be useful. Not really sure. So it would be 1 healer, 2 healer, 3 healers. Seems enough. So I would instead go for a burner. So again, this kind of pins this dwarvish fighter in place. And now I can go and lead my units into battle. So that should finish off the guardsman with normal luck, which I don't seem to be getting these days. This fighter should be able to get this guardsman as well. 5-3, 5-3, that should be more than fine, to be honest. Okay, good experience into the fighter. And I would say, okay, I don't want to take many risks, so I would say leader onto the Oathseeker. Oh, come on. That is unbelievable, to be honest. I did not expect that. Well, not a problem. I guess I will have to use the Saurian on the have a healer here. However, this guardsman might go for my leader. I expect my leader to survive, but the way this game has gone, you never know. And then again, because of this plays, I now have to be wary of my units, and I can't really heal them. Once again, I have to basically hide behind my line of units. And yeah, these are just some interesting plays you need to do to adapt to bad luck, unfortunately. But I guess I also had a bit of good luck, so it all balances out in the end. Again, as long as you reduce the importance of luck in your gameplay, you should be fine. Now, in terms of who do I want to hit this guardsman, do I want to be the burner? Do I want it to be the soothsayer? I would say I want it to be the burner. So I would do this. That should be enough. However, from my experience, you need one more clasher into those caves. I would say even a thrasher. So I'm keen on bringing my thrasher towards the caves slowly, and him getting healed by these 2 healers, more or less. So 6 movement points. Yeah, this one should go back to heal the thrasher whenever possible. So I will deal with the problem of low hit point units by sending one of them into the cave. Now, it's really important how I place this soothsayer here, and it's really important how I deal with these kills. I mean, with this particular kill on the dwarvish fighter, I would say bring leader here, deal some fire damage. Okay, and then 4 leadership should not even be needed. However, for good measure, well, it doesn't really matter, right? Because I'm not going to hit anyway. And that actually was a poor move from my side, because now I used a tile around the fighter, right? So I expected to get the kill. Obviously, I did not. And now suddenly I am in trouble once more. Not a problem. I will take the risk as I have. So this particular fighter should, again, it's a big should, he should die on retaliation next turn. In terms of this fire drake, I will leave it be where it is, so it can regenerate from lack of activity. And again, I am stretching my units thin. I almost lost my leader there, I think. Anyway, I'm powering through at this point. Maybe I get to level up a unit in this whole madness. Perhaps the leader itself. Not really sure. But I need another healthy level 2 unit to deal damage, so I might as well use. No, I'm not going to move my leader. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to hopefully level up the fighter. There it is. And this fighter can now, it's a healthy level 2 units which can be used to deal damage here. In terms of the setup on this side, I would say this is a decent setup. Rogue Trapper. Maybe even put this unit, these units like this. And there is another Clasher. And Thrasher into the cave. This one I don't even want to use it at this moment in time. So more damage into the Guardsman. Hopefully that should be enough. Okay, that more or less should be enough. And now I need to basically make sure I heal this Thrasher before the big fights start. Okay, that should be, I would say, a decent setup for dealing with whatever is coming at me. And I should, again, it's a big should, I should be fine. I hope this Fire Drake deals a lot of retaliatory damage. There is my another Fire Drake for the cave. So we are good, ladies and gentlemen. I feel that we are good. We only lost one unit, one Clasher, and it was that Clasher did not contain a lot of experience. So from this perspective, we are absolutely fine. And I think we can manage to heal up this Thrasher well enough before the fight with the trolls here, but that remains to be seen. Now, really important how I deal with these two units and this stationary unit, because look at how many units are coming my way, right? It's really important. So I would say trying to use the Fire Drake here would be actually really beneficial. However, Fire Drake would also be beneficial here. I'm not really sure where to use it first. I guess to make the decision, we would have to, let me see, 22. So again, I'm taking a risk here. 18 damage. I won't die. However, if I don't kill this rogue now, I am basically in deep trouble. So one hit, that is absolutely fine. Oops, I am already starting to think that I am in trouble. So we shall see. I need to basically 16-3. Really important how I play this now. 10-4. 10-4, 16-3. Not really sure. Let's go with the 10-4. Okay, 20. So 11 now. I should have. Now again, if I don't manage to kill this rogue, I'll be in a lot of trouble. However, 11-2. Should I go for 11-2? Let's see. 64%, 11-2. However, this one has 78%. So from this perspective, I would say go with one hit out of 3, and it paid off. Risk paid off. So now I think I'm not reliant on this Fire Drake anymore, so I can go ahead and attack the stationary target with a lot of fire damage. And perhaps even another Clasher, I would say. But remains to no, I will not do that. I will just make sure I get the kill here. It's a really important kill. Perhaps get the kill from this side with the burner, or even put the experience into this arbiter so that I can use the burner onto the bandit. Again, I'm trying to fully maximize absolutely everything that I'm doing. But again, which one would benefit more? This one would have 41 experience, and after a level 2 kill, it will level up. So from this perspective, I would say let's put some experience into that arbiter, simply because healing it would take a very, very long time. So 41 out of 67, say in a couple of kills, it will be quite useful. I mean, it will level up, and then I won't need to worry, obviously, um, about healing it up back to full HP. Anyway, we see the stationary target attacking back, which is what we want to achieve, obviously. In terms of experience management, I would say now is the time to make a choice. Who do I give this 16 experience to? I would say my leader, simply because it's a very good way. It's a very, let's say, relaxed way of getting experience from this target, which has absolutely no ranged attacks. And you can see 2 hit points, and then I would get a level 3 leader. So I basically solved the issue of healing up my leader. And in the cave, this Thrasher is looking better and better. I might choose to put the Fire Drake forward simply because I want to save the Thrasher for later fights, but that remains to be seen. Now, this will be a stationary unit. These two are also stationary units. The Elvish Hero also stationary. So if I put a unit here, the Elvish Hero and the Elvish Marksman will absolutely shatter it. So I would rather attack from this side. However, you see 8-4 means 32, 32 plus 32. That means almost, almost 64. I'm not really keen on going for this, to be completely fair with you. Simply because I don't have a lot of healed up level 2 units. My healing is relatively slow. I don't think it's a very good use of my warrior. And if something does happen, I would just do 15 damage, right? 15 damage, which is not that much. I will need to invest more and more, and I won't be able to heal my units. From this perspective, I'm not going to go for it. It's just I don't have the necessary arsenal at this moment to make such a move work. Therefore, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to keep my warrior in tip-top shape. Perhaps even put my warrior here. But I would need to have a look. So, for example, say put warrior here or Fire Drake here. And then, no, that would just be, it was much better how it was before. So now I have all these units that I'm healing, and I'm dealing 6-3 fire breath damage. I'm not particularly, say, impressed by that. I can put the Fire Drake here. Why? Because this Elvish Ranger might choose to attack it, and then the Fire Drake will deal a lot of damage. So that might be a better choice. But again, that remains to be seen. Push this Arbiter forward, just in case. Okay, let's see what happens. So I'm more keen on trying to clear this Archer rather than clearing these. And remember, Elvish Enchantress is coming next turn, so I have to be careful that I don't push my units too forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Don't push my units too forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to be able to retreat eventually. So I would say leader goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leader goes here. Or less. Okay. And now I should be able to lead my units into battle. I would say 18 is a good amount of damage as long as it goes in, and it went in. In terms of this clasher, really curious what it can do. I will have a look. 10, only 10. It's a bit unfortunate. However, this arbiter can deal 18, 3. So if one hit out of 3 goes in and it goes, then I am absolutely fine. However, now it's difficult to retreat versus this Enchantress. But this is a problem for another turn. In terms of healing, I absolutely need to heal these units. Not really sure whether I want to go for this marksman. I already have trouble with this one. Will heal by itself, and I think this quick burner can, well, I think this one will benefit a bit more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not really sure. I need to somehow defend versus this Elvis Enchantress, but these units, they don't seem to be able to retreat that well. We shall see. Remains to be seen. No reason to over compute everything at this point. Again, I'm more keen on putting... It feels like I do need to put this forward. Or perhaps not. Not really sure. Perhaps doing this should be fine. Okay, so I will have the Thrasher get all the heat from these troll whelps, and here I will just be healing my units. I will ignore this bunch on the left hand side. We shall see whether that pays off or not. As you can see, the Thrasher does deal a lot of damage to those trolls, and I will start with the easier problem on the left, and I would say just deal damage. And I would do something of this sort. Okay, and this Rasher should now be able to one-shot troll, which is absolutely great. And in terms of Elvish Enchantress, I am really not sure whether the Flame Heart can withstand the power of her attacks. I like to think so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it will be difficult. So I will do this. 61 versus 72. So 61 versus 72. I would say the Flame Heart will have to do. Hopefully she will not go for the Arbiter instead. We'll try to hide as much as possible with all units, and hopefully we'll manage to survive the Enchantress. That is, I feel, one of the most difficult stages for Drake, and we shall see, is the Enchantress quick? Dexterous strong, absolutely magnificent. No quick Enchantress. We are fine, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going now to level up some units, and we have an Enchantress on 40%. This is absolutely brilliant. However, we have units coming from this side, and I'm not sure whether the 36 hit point Thrasher can withstand their power from this perspective. I'll just put the Fire Drake forward for now, and I shall see whether how they will attack and how will they be organized. Now here, this is really interesting. How do I get, and remember, there is an Elvish Marshal coming and an Elvish Fighter, so I don't want to be too eager in going over this chasm, right? So it would make a lot of sense to get the experience from this Elvish Rider and put it into the Arbiter, so 22. To this end, I would say, get some damage with one of these clashes. Even the one on this side, resilient. I'm happy with this one, to be honest. Okay, that is absolutely fine. Now, do I want to use this on the Elvish Rider, or do I want to use level 2s on the Enchantress and basically use level 1s on the Elvish Rider? So you see, that worked out quite nicely. Now, in terms of this enchantress, I would need to attack it from a lot of sides, 4 sides currently. So I would say this leader, these 3, and perhaps this as well. 8-4. That is a lot of damage. Hmm. Now I regret using these clashes. Perhaps I could have used a burner on the on the elvish scout. Anyway, let's see how my leader fares. That was not too bad, to be honest. So 18-2, I even go for 12-3. Excellent, and problem solved. Probably a bit too much experience into this Drake Warden was not really needed. Probably I could have used another unit, but what is done is done. No reason to cry over spilled milk. And now I can proceed to get some more experience going here. I'm guessing that should be good investments of the experience. And now I need to make sure that this marshal attacks a unit which is on this side, I would say. And the healer is healing enough, I feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, only 1 unit lost. A bit of poor experience management here with the warden. Maybe I could have leveled up another level 1 unit, but you can't play perfectly. Okay, great. That was not that bad. And we have the troll in the choke point, so basically the troll can be attacked from 2 sides, which is absolutely wonderful for us. I could even do something of this sort. Could attack with fire, and at the same time I could be slowing the troll just to make sure that the troll does not kill my elvish druid. I might lose the elvish druid, which would be terrible, but we have more interesting things to worry about on the right hand side. Again, I'm waiting for my time of day. That's why I'm not very keen on going over this chasm just yet. So I will be just gathering experience here and there. So for example, I will be gathering some more experience into this. So 9 for this burner. There it is. I'm not sure whether I should attack this Elvish Marshal. Remember, Elvish Archers are coming and it's not my time of day yet. I do want to put this into a more central position, I would say. And I don't want to risk anything, so I'll just put my healer back. And he can choose to attack whatever he wants. Not a problem. I'll just have my units in position and see what the Elvish Marshal does. Okay, he went for the burner. That is absolutely fine. I just hope the burner withstands 1 attack, which it did, and unbelievable. I didn't notice that he could go around, so that is a big mistake from my part. I was really lucky here that the Soothsayer is on 60%, so Soothsayer on 60%, and it was able to withstand all these attacks. Now it's time to bring in big guns, so I will be putting my Thrasher forward, and I will be dealing damage with my burner. And Thrasher should get the experience, hopefully. And now I should be slowing down this troll so it doesn't deal too much damage later on. And this is absolutely bad. I don't know how to other describe it, simply because this leader is going to go with a 12-3 attack on my Thrasher. So I'm even keen on 34, 15-2. That is not a problem. However, the the Thrasher is going to die. So I'm even keen on putting this Soothsayer on 60%, sacrificing basically the Soothsayer, simply because I want to save this Thrasher and I want to see him get to level 3. But this, I mean, this is on 30%, and we have 12-3 hammer attacks. I would rather lose this unit, which has no future in terms of leveling up, rather than losing 65 worth of experience. So from this perspective, sometimes you do need to take those difficult decisions. Now, in terms of this burner is doing absolutely phenomenal. So I would try to, I'm not really sure at this point. So I'm trying to use this time to perhaps put the warden forward, make sure I block some of these units from getting to me, and at the same time, make sure I deal. So, for example, the warden would be very well placed here, but this remains to be seen. Now, 8-4. I'm keen on doing something of this sort. So 8-4. That was a decent amount of damage. And now I would say 10-4. That is quite decent again. And I would get another, let's say Drake Arbiter or Drake Thrasher, simply because it has more chances to hit. So another Drake Thrasher. In terms of the burner, I would say another burner here. 16, that should be fine, I think. So now is the question, who do I attack first? I'm keen on doing some sort of damage here, so at least one attack I would. Okay, that is that is a bit more than I wanted. Again, it's too much. 3 out of 3 versus 70%. That is absolutely insane. However, this does free up things a bit for me. So I could, for example, try to go for this druid now, but I'm a bit scared I might take more risks than I can handle at this point. So I would rather do it slowly and surely. But now I can actually attack this elvish fighter simply because there is. Okay, that is actually a wonderful attack. Not really sure whether I should use this fighter or this Rasher. Let me see. 7-4 means 28, 28 plus 28. That is 56. 8-4, 32 plus 32. That is 64. So he just needs to miss once, which he did. That is perfect. Now I would need to hit once, which I'm willing to take the risk. There it is. And I could even move forward with the Soothsayer, and I won't attack. I'll just heal all these units now. I got a lot of gold, as you can see here, and this should put me in a great position for recruiting. And these Naga warriors, don't tell me they can come all the way here to this burner. I just don't see it happening. So that was a patient approach, making sure I stay behind the chasm until the time of day is right, and hopefully this particular unit will survive. It is dodging pretty well. It is dodging pretty well, ladies and gentlemen. It seems it will survive. However, I don't see how I will be able to save it, to be honest. And this clash, it was looking dangerously close, but it survives. Unbelievable. So I was keeping my units back. I didn't even realize these were level 2 units. So again, a bit an oversight and a bit lucky, but you see these level 2 units got all the way to this tile 20.9, so it's good to put a sturdy unit. This is why clashes are phenomenal, because they can withstand attacks that most drakes cannot. Now, in terms of how do I play this, definitely this Saurian Soothsayer will die. There is no question about that. I could probably try to 12-3, right? 12-3 or even 9-5, 45. Theoretically, I could push through. So 29. I need 4 out of 5. Not really sure whether I'll get them. I got them. So Now I could come like this and slow this stroll, perhaps. Yes. So this stroll, slowed stroll, I can buy some time. I could even attack with this thrasher here, but then I expose myself. Again, I expose myself to the troll rock lobber. Not really sure how I should play it, but okay. That was not too bad, to be honest. That should make things easier. However, this soothsayer, as I said, is probably dead. But it is a sacrifice that I did willingly. There is a problem here with this elf on 70% and this druid on 70%, right? So it's really difficult. Again, I am trying to use this to solve the problem. My level 3 unit did not work this time, unfortunately. So problem is still there. I could try from the chasm to attack the 70%. However, it just feels a bit frustrating that I can't really. So I need 8 experience. I need to basically kill 1 unit. These Nagas deal a lot of damage in retaliation, so it just feels that I need to wait another day with the Clasher. So from this perspective, I'm going to go for this Naga. Okay, never mind. It seems I don't need to wait another day. I can just get another unit right here, right now. And it should be, I would say, another Thrasher or less. And I can keep healing. I don't think this warden will die that easily either way. And I can keep healing these units, which are quite sturdy. And I should get at least 1 hit on that. Oh, 2 hits, even better. And this should... Again, this should be a bit easier next time. I'm even tempted to put my leader forward. However, I want to keep my leader in good shape for recruiting and fighting later on. So again, I'm not that keen on hurrying up and making some silly mistakes. So I'm just going to wait at least until this warden can get behind this archer and put some more damage into it. And we shall see how... Oh, that is actually a big problem. He got 2 out of 2 versus 60%, and now I might lose another unit. Will I lose another unit? Not really sure. I am a bit scared at this moment in time. Apparently not. So at least that. I do need to address this as soon as possible, though. So I will go for the, say... Oh, that is so unfortunate. So unfortunate. And I need to absolutely get this. Okay, great. At least the stationary troll is currently dead. I would put this on 60%. Okay, at least that. It needs to withstand just a few attacks, and this should be... I'm in a much better position, I feel, now than I was before. But I need the Thrasher to get the experience, otherwise I will be in big trouble when all these units do come for me. Here, again, I have 2 units lost. Not a big problem at the moment. I do need to... However, I do need to push through now before it's too late. I do need to make recruits on this particular side. For this purpose, I would say put the experience into the burner. Why not? There it is, another fire drake. Now, in terms of the warden, I do want to use the warden to solve this problem, which is a big problem for me. So I'll go behind, and I need 1 hit out of 3. Okay, at least now it happened. So I could perhaps use the... So annoying. I could perhaps use this... Oh, come on. This is just so frustrating at this point. So at least 1 out of 2 works, and I would need to absolutely make sure I kill these skirmishes. There it is. Now, which one is more important to heal, these 2 or these 3? I would say these 3, and I would need to clear the way for my leader, and I would need to recruit clashers, clashers, clashers. That is the name of the game at the moment, and we shall see how it fares in the cave. That is not too bad, to be honest. But it's not too good either, so I will do something of this sort. And I would heal the Thrasher, and I would hope that the Troll let us see. Okay, I'm still safe. I will heal the Thrasher, and I will hope that the Troll doesn't deal too much damage to this burner. And on this side, I need a good contender for the experience from the Druid, and I would say that contender would be, well, realistically, it would be this warrior who has been trying to hit there for ages. Great, finally the warrior got some experience. I would put this Thrasher forward. I don't see this Augurs doing that much, to be honest. And I do need to be careful with all my units, make sure I keep them at full potential healed. Perhaps on 40%, and now considering that day is coming, I'm keen on recruiting another soothsayer. However, I just feel that burners and lashes are a bit more reliable, so I'll be healing here everything that is possible, and I will be waiting for all these waves to come to me rather than me going to them. I do need to recruit a bit before doing anything else. Okay, not too bad there. I think the clasher will survive. However, there is something coming here. There are skirmishers, so I should be careful on this particular side. I shouldn't push too much on the cave, I feel, because they might collapse onto my Thrasher and deal a lot of damage. I would say this is starting to become a problem with this troll hero. Okay, it's a healthy amount of damage, but I need to slow him down. I absolutely need to. That is great. 8-3 now. It's still scary, to be honest, but at least it's half of what it used to be. And I will be waiting patiently here for all these other units to come to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or at least the boss can't really reach me if I am here. That is fine. I think I've dealt with the problem in the caves relatively okay. I do need to burn all these units down. Difficult to burn when you don't hit at all. Okay, apparently I can't hit. Well, I'll just keep trying until something does hit. Well, apparently 60% is unhittable. And I would say Fire Drake, Drake Burner. I'm actually not that keen on leaving these grounds, to be honest. I would say Thrasher forward, that is fine. Okay, can't really hit. I really need to kill these units. I can't be playing around. Getting a bit ridiculous, to be honest. This one needs 8 experience, so I would say with a bit of help from my leader, which is not able to assist, actually. Okay, then with a bit of help from Fate, I would say it should get one attack in and finally become a level 2 Rake. So that should put me in an okay position to defend and should close here the circle. And I should be fine in this big flock of units. However, I should be recruiting more units. I feel another healer would be in order. I feel 2 of them are too little, but we shall see. There is the burner, which does absolutely nothing. And the Thrasher, is it going to get some experience? Apparently, yes. Great. It's looking well. Everything is looking good, to be absolutely fair. I would say even now I can just get the experience here. Get this level 3. And then 33, 12. 12 times 3, that is a lot of damage still. However, I'm willing to risk it. Okay, I basically risked a bit with this Fire Drake, and now I'm willing to risk with the... I want to slow though, I just don't want him to be able to kill anything. 8-3, that is fine, I would say. However, this Elvish Druid might die. Shouldn't have gone for slow, so Elvish Druid might die. I need to evade 2 out of 3 attacks. This boss is going to prove to be difficult, this boss as well. Not really sure which should be the best course of action here. Probably keep this on the village, deal as much damage as possible with blade, and well, hit now and then would be absolutely fabulous. I would say pull all these units back. Okay, 7. I do need sturdy. There is my sturdy clasher. Should deal some damage, hopefully. Apparently not. Well, perhaps this can deal some damage. No, not even that. I'm getting a bit annoyed at this 60%. Okay, there is a Fire Drake here, which I have completely forgotten about, so I need to address that as well. Okay, I do need to kill that. There's a bit of frustration there, to be fair. Okay, I'm going to put this forward just to make sure I make some sort of wall. And I am going to be dealing with this Fire Drake appropriately. 6-5 just needs to miss once, which I'm sure he will do. There it is. And I need to hit 3 out of 4, which I will do. It's absolutely fantastic. Burner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think he will do much, to be honest. I can even close the gap here with Clasher. And I could recruit again Clasher, and I just feel that there is so much happening that I need another Saurian for heals, especially since I might lose this Druid, so I don't want to really take much chances. Let's see there. Druid survives. I can evade some attacks as well, apparently. Completely unexpected. This poison me, which is unfortunate. I lost another burner, however, remember it was a level 1 unit, so I didn't lose that much experience, so all is well. I would have been a bit more worried about this druid if I indeed lost the druid. So I would say push this forward here, deal with all these skirmishes as they come, and then I would even say 24, put this experience into the druid. There it is. Experience into the druid, and I should get out of here before the lava. That should be absolutely fine. I feel that I overextended a bit here. I lost the burner. I shouldn't have. Maybe I could have been a bit more, let's say, I could have stayed a bit more back, and I could have been a bit more conservative. Now, I can attack this boss from this unit simply because it's tucked away. It doesn't seem to be too exposed. And I can do the same with this particular burner as well. If it would only hit now and then. 23. That's relatively decent. Now, I could put this Thrasher and I could deal some blade damage, hopefully. I do need to kill this because it deals a lot of damage with cold, so that is absolutely good. That was a crucial kill. So again, I'm forming a flank, yeah, and the most exposed units are my level 3s. I will put this warden. I think I can get more. Yes, I can get more done here. I can put the another clasher here. That should form a nice wall. Warden behind. And I would even put this here. Nice line of units. Nobody should be able to do anything about it. And I will be recruiting another burner and another clasher. They are absolutely amazing units that kept me into this game for so long. So that should be the end of that. I might lose a unit. If he's lucky, I might lose this Thrasher, which will be devastating, but I'm hoping this particular enforcer here will draw some fire as well. We shall see. Oh, I didn't even see this, that it can reach the Flasher, and Flasher will be dead. I honestly did not see that. That is an unfortunate loss from my side. Hopefully this can survive. It seems like it will, and it will deal quite significant amount of damage as well. Yeah, at least that survived. Now, I do want to use this enforcer to get rid of this leader as soon as possible. I don't want any shenanigans happening anymore. And in terms of these drakes, they are all dead. I would like to believe so, at least. What would be the best course of action? I would say this is a priority target, Saurian Oracle. And as I say that, I move towards the Water Serpent, and I would want to attack this with fire and deal loads of damage to these fighters. Okay, at least I got rid of that. Now I opened up a bit the map so I can actually get more access to this Oracle. And again, Oracle is an important target. I don't want to play around with it. I do need to kill it, therefore I'm using my level 3 unit. The rest of the units, sure, I can manage experience. I can do this. I can do that. Not a problem. I can play around, right? But with those units, I don't want to be taking any risks. I want fire damage here on this side. Fire damage from this side as well. Probably was a waste. Should have gone for another unit, not that one, because it was quite low. Now I do want to. Okay, that should be fine, I guess. I would say that this particular clasher can still deal a lot of damage to the skirmisher. Well, apparently not, but again, I don't want to play anymore. I'm going to use magic to eliminate the skirmishers simply because it's taking too much time to clear them up. In terms of what's coming for me, I am interested in. I'll probably lose another clasher, which is infuriating. However, there is not much to do when you have this amount of bad luck in hitting. Okay, so that should take care of that side of things. Not really sure how to play this, probably conservatively from this side. And this should be enough to close the gap. Great. So most of these units are dead. I do have relatively decent healing. I have this clasher, which is obviously vulnerable, and I need more clashes. I am regretful I did not recruit more. Hopefully most of them can survive. Just incredible how much damage these fighters deal. So the clasher that I told you about died, unfortunately. However, I will get some retribution. I will be moving forward with my units towards that side, and I shall try to level up something here. And it's a bit difficult to see what is what simply because everything seems to be trick. Now, in terms of this, should be fine. And that should bring me kill. Now, in terms of this leader, I really don't want to play with it that much, so I want to make sure I dispatch of it quickly. So 33 damage there with my level 3 unit, not playing around. Say, yeah, again, a lot of damage with Thrasher as well. And I need a good recipient for that experience. 11-3. This might die. However, it shouldn't die that easily. I feel there it is. So again, I'm going for level 3 here. A good recipient for this experience would be, to be honest, the do it this way. Let's whittle them down with a level 3 unit. And then, well, miss everything with a Saurian. That is one way to do it. And finish off with the Clasher eventually, because sometimes you get frustrated and you just use the unit you need to use to get the kill. Anyway, I feel that although we lost 5 units, none of them had too much experience, so I feel that we are still in great shape to finish this or get as far as possible. we do need the third healer. I mean, we have 3 healers. We do need another one, I feel. But again, we shall see. And we do need to make an absolute great effort to try to lure these units. So Merman Netcaster, Merman Hunter, we need to lure them somewhere, for example, somewhere here, right? Somewhere here where they are relatively easy to kill. Say this one even. Something of this sort, anyway. And definitely some more clashes. But oh, sorry, didn't want this. I want my leader here. Clashes, 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 and another burner. Okay, that should be enough clashes. And again, I'm trying to lure these units into mine. And hopefully that should be enough to impress them and draw them towards me. Not really sure whether the placement is optimal or not. Apparently this did the trick. And the Merman caster followed through. So that is brilliant. That is good news. This is more or less gist of what I wanted. And I would put a unit close to the Javelinier simply because I do want my Blade Master to deal some retaliatory damage so that it would be easier later on to kill that particular unit. 22. Time to level up my my druid. And I'll have a shide which has 7 movement points, and it has more chances of slowing down units. Now it's time to get also another burner, another level 3. I mean, one level 3 burner. Well, not yet, but it will happen soon. And I would say I need to also push a bit forward with my units. There is this Inferno Drake, which is so important to dealing lots of damage to what is coming up next. Need here to have a healing cluster. And I would say 9 damage, that should be enough. And more units to be pushed forward. Fortunate placement of healing from my side. However, it will have to do. Oh, I've just gone ahead and completely ignored this unit, which is terrible, but I guess it's not that important anyway. It will eventually die to some other unit there. Oh, the Blade Master did some damage, at least. Now, I would say put the experience here. Great. And put the experience into this healer. Get another healer. Almost get another healer. Now, in terms of magic damage, 5-3. This one deals 7-3, and if I put the leader behind it, it will deal even more. 9-3, so that's what I was looking for. 9-3, and perhaps another Fire Drake. Just need 2 hits. Okay, so fortunately we did not get any hits there. It's a bit annoying, to be honest. 13. Well, 5, 4. 6, 6. Okay, at least now he's 1 HP, so whatever he does, hopefully he will die to retaliation damage. But again, that is hopefully. In terms of this peasant, again, there is a Merman Spearman and there is a Halberdier coming. I would say not really sure how to best play this. Probably it's better to stay away at this point from those guards. Anyway, this should heal most of my units and put most of my units in a good position to retaliate against any attacks. Oh, I forgot about the peasant. That is just terrible. And I lost another burner. Well, live and learn, I guess. Would have to put the experience into these. So there are these mermen. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to be very careful here. Perhaps put. Okay. First of all, first things first. So I need to clear this spearman and get an arbiter, simply because I see a horseman here. So I want to be the one who deals the first damage. Then I see a general, therefore I will be putting a 11-3-8-4. I'll be putting my leader. Then I see a longbowman there, so I will be putting this Drake. Then obviously I will try to heal everybody. And I will be trying to obviously heal. I would say this should be an okay arrangement, more or less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm not sure whether it's quick or not. This does not need healing. This again should heal most of our units and should deal damage to these static units as well. Really sorry for that unit that I lost. Of course, no damage in from bajillion attacks. None of it. Nothing went in. Not a problem. I can retreat and regroup. The only problem is this boss is going to recruit so many units, and this strong resilient merman is dealing 20 attack damage. That is an insane amount of damage. 19-3 water spray. I would just have to retreat with absolutely everything now, I feel. So this is going to be interesting, to say the least. So 85 Enforcer will not be able to withstand all these attacks. At least this one is strong, resilient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as long as I put my units here, more or less, should be fine. This one is intelligent, quick. At least I can draw fire from this one. And in terms of the warden, I should put him forward. So arbiter forward, I feel, with leadership, and everybody back, everybody behind. Except this clasher can't really run far, get it? So I will have to basically rely on this clasher surviving. Or my leader surviving for that matter. So should be fine, I would say, and most of my units should heal. Apparently this one does not need healing, this one does. Oh, this one does need healing. Okay, so probably this would be a better arrangement than what I did previously. So this should hopefully heal most of my units and should draw some fire as well. So 7-4 and water spray should be able to withstand this, or maybe draw this moment here and all these somewhere around. We shall see. Too many computations anyway. There it is. The Clash are doing its job, and finally one moment somewhere around on 40% rather than on. Oof, look at these horsemen. These horsemen are obviously going to hurt, so I feel that it's in order to even go farther below, almost into the lava, which is going to be painful to say the least. Not really sure how to place these units anymore. I would say definitely need the arbiter to close down this gap. Quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. How is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I do need to retreat behind these forests. No matter what I do, I feel can't really be fighting here with these horsemen coming my way. Just be a waste of units. I can, so for example, off and still reach me. Unbelievable. So I could, for example, okay, so that should be fine, more or less. Probably should not think about healing at this moment in time. Should think about surviving. We'll go for this clash, I feel, from these. Perhaps this one will be 64, 19-3. That is an insane amount of damage. Okay, they might go for this Drake Warden. Not a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or they might go for this Arbiter. This is a big strategic retreat. So burn the mage can reach me. However, the white mage is the one that I'm worried about. The horseman can't reach me. I'm luring these. onto me. But they will be in water. That is the main problem. They will be in water. However, I'm hoping I can basically now, like a spring, fight back and try to attack them. Remains to be seen. I'm worried a bit about my healing as well. It's terrible. Okay, I'm not sure whether I was a bit too conservative here, but I will have my back against the wall, against the lava, so I would need to make a stand eventually. Oh, that is just an insane amount of damage. Okay, that is not that bad. That is not that bad because the horsemen are forward and I will be able to attack them. There is a horseman coming, however, he's not quick. So I should, again, it's a big should, as always, I should be able to do just fine. I am going to make sure I kill this horseman, hopefully. Okay, that is an important kill. This horseman can attack me, yes, it can, but it will also get a lot of retaliation damage back. I'm even thinking of, well, never mind, let's just do it. Let's not think, let's do it. That was again an important kill. White mage, simply not because it was very dangerous, simply because it was preventing my units from attacking properly. In terms of what to use to attack this spearman, I would say now is the time to use the fighter. Okay, not playing around, just getting the kill. Again, an important kill because again it was blocking my movements. Now, in terms of this particular white mage, again an important kill. However, here I can. However, this merman siren is a bit more worrying, to be honest, than that. The hoplite as well. Really interesting here how to play, what to. So, for example, 9-5 would be an insane amount of damage, and I would say do something like this. Go back with the leader. Lead this unit. Oh, am I leading this unit? Apparently, yes. Okay, that was a good amount of damage. Now, deal damage with the burner as well. It's not what I was looking for. Looking for more damage. Say 11-3. Yeah, at least one goes in. And now 6-5. I need 2 hits in. That should get the kill. Great. That was an important kill again. 3 experience still leveling up. That should do it. Now, in terms of this white mage, now I'm not that worried about damage. I definitely should get as much damage as possible, though. No, there it is, 16 on my Thrasher. And now I should be able to use my fire on this hoplite. However, the hoplite would be incredibly difficult to deal with. It would be much better if I could deal with the horseman here. Leadership would be optimal. However, I'm scared to get my leader out. Now, 70% for the Shide. That should make things a bit easier for me. And I do want to slow. I need a slow. 8-2. That is a bit less ridiculous than it was before. Now I can simply ignore this hoplite and go for the horseman with some burner action. So hopefully this burner will deal a lot of damage. Okay, decent amount of damage. And I do have used to have a strong clasher here, which should deal Not enough apparently. 8-4. Well, I do have to use 1 unit to finish off, otherwise it will be incredibly awkward. Okay, let's use this one. If it dies, it dies, not a problem. Oh, no need to worry, I won't hit nearly as much. But this raises more questions than it answers, because now I need to apparently... I would need to kill this peasant so I could reach the horseman with a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not even that. This horseman is going to cause trouble, isn't he? Well, might as well deal 3 damage. It's not even worth it at this point. I would say if I'm going to lose units, might as well get 60%, right? Move forward. Might as well lose, give him lots of targets, right? I'm losing a lot of units. I'm going to lose units because there are 2 horsemen about, so running about. So I might as well just, not worry about it. It's not like I can prevent lots of deaths. There will be some deaths. Might as well take something with me. So from this perspective, fire should be okay. Yeah. Leader definitely not going forward there. Say this one also forward, and because say not Soothsayer, I would say Oracle, simply because he is forward and he will be the one dealing with the horseman. Might as well deal more damage back. There is another healer here, and there are multiple ways to... There is a Drake Flameheart, which is my leader, so I would say this would be the right play to make. 4482, why not? Get some experience, deal some damage, because this would be an incredibly difficult target to kill later on. And okay, that should be enough in terms of healing, and we shall see what happens. I will lose some units, unfortunately. However, I feel that I dealt with the bulk of its damage dealers at this point. And there is the horseman coming for me, and another horseman, ladies and gentlemen. I even forgot about that. So that is the advantage of having a defensive position. Yeah, so apparently I only lost a clasher. So there is the advantage of retreating below the river. Oh, okay. Fortunately, there is not another horseman coming. Now I need to plow through all these units, grab this treasure, and make my way to recruiting more units, and I should be fine at that point. But again, it remains to be seen. Tons of targets, and lava is coming, so really tons of targets. This is an incredibly dangerous damage dealer, and also it holds a lot of experience. So from this perspective, 9-5, oh my god, that is just incredibly difficult to deal with. 30, 7-3, just don't want to be killing it just like that. Fire, do I have some fire here? I do have this burner. Okay, let's see what the burner does. Okay, that's great. 6. And I do have another burner here, which could deal with this quite easily. There it is, and I have another fire trick as a result. That's good use of that experience. Now, in terms of dealing with other units, Hoplite should be able to deal quite a lot of damage with this level 3 burner and not kill it, which is what I wanted to do, because I had bigger plans this hoplite, it needs to feed one of my other units. 3, 4, 12, 2. Perhaps from the back, from here. Okay, and I would have another Thrasher. That is a great use of experience. Now, in terms of this one here, this one should go for this annoying horseman, which is incredibly difficult to kill. Peasant down. Perhaps, not really sure. Not really sure. Again, I need to also kill this particular swordsman. Okay, and perhaps experience into the Thrasher. Or perhaps I have something better here. Doesn't seem like it. Thrasher should be fine. There it is. Now, mage is quite far away, to be fair. But I do need to kill this horseman. Horsemen are very unstable, so they need to die. 15 to 4 4. Not particularly mind being in water. That is absolutely fine. However, I do need to fly around or perhaps clear some of these peasants. Okay. Now I do need to go around and grab the experience from this dragoon as well. There it is. And I'm running out of units. I should be mindful of that. Intelligent, quick, I would say. And forest would be the best placement for this, but can't always find forests, can we? But we could also... Not really sure here what units I have left. This is a serious unit, deals a lot of damage. Perhaps it would be better if I just use this to defend rather than do any other things. So defend versus this duelist that is coming. In terms, well, it just seems that I have to use cold on this horseman. Did not die, did not do much, just a bit annoying. Well, I guess clearing these peasants is better than doing nothing. So I would go for this. Great. And now I should have a bit more surface area. 13.3, I think it's fine at the moment. Getting some damage on level 3 units should be fine as long as I can get more surface area on this. However, this Mage of Light is quick and he might come here to cause trouble. I've used most of my units. Mage of Light will cause trouble, definitely, no questions asked. I've used most of my units, that is the problem. Perhaps 14, 7, 2. So I might die to this horseman. I might level it up. So I might just leave it as it is. Try to heal up some of my units. Keep my leader behind all this heat and see what he does. The horseman should get another kill. Perhaps we shall see about that. However, there is not much I can do. I think I've dealt the damage that I needed to deal, and it's time to move forward. Now, in terms of the units that I can heal, okay, I feel that this placement is good enough. Let's see what happens. Went for the 60% target. That is actually good for us, and he is going for that. In the water, however, you see it deals a lot. It deals tremendous damage versus the horseman because of how the horseman works. And we should be doing fine as long as we can beat this lava, kill these units, and reach the castle in time. We should leave this Mage of Light behind. He will catch up with us from behind. Not a problem. And I need now to deal tremendous amounts of damage. Probably this should work. 11, which would be a good contender for that experience. That should work. Oh, it's not a problem. I have more contenders here. There it is, almost another Thrasher. In terms of this Javelinier, he will be the one causing trouble. I feel that this Mage of Light again, he is a serious person, so I need to treat him seriously. Make sure I dispatch him quickly. Now, in terms of this, I would say, and perhaps this should do the trick. Well, now I'm in trouble, because if this hits my leader and my leader retaliates, and my leader retaliates and kills this pikeman, then the next pikeman can come and deal a lot of damage. And there is a dragoon and a knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are a lot of units coming my way, and that was a silly mistake from my side. I wasn't under nobody forced me to do that. It just feels a bit silly. Might lose the game right here and now, especially since I am vulnerable to pierce damage. Let us see here what's going to happen. So 1, 2, I have a contender for that experience around. Probably this Fire Drake. There it is, 16 out of 51. And I should try to heal as many units as possible. This side, that was going to hurt. Perhaps put this. Okay, that should be fine. However, it could have been much worse. I do intend to 5-4. Intend to attack this general with as much force as possible. If again I get to see the light of day, because my leader is in grave danger at this point. Let us see how he decides to play this. Oh, he goes for the burner, which is absolutely brilliant. Oh, that's why he's going for the burner. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! You have been defeated. So, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Absolutely brilliant. I reached this far just to be defeated. So, as I promised, this goes online, but you basically got the gist of what needs to be done. Basically, I should have been a bit more careful with my leader. I should have gone back and placed another unit there, and I feel that I would have been in great shape, because I would have gotten this treasure and I would have been able to basically recruit and replenish my army and deal with all these undead forces, which, to be fair, they are no match. At least I feel that they are no match for the Drake units. So a bit of perhaps tiredness from my side, a bit of inaccuracy. So you can, there's definitely a lot to learn from this, and you can see how the mechanics works of this survival. And who knows, maybe next time I will upload another survival, and then I will get even farther and then I will again die before you, ladies and gentlemen, can see the end. But this is the beauty of it, because you don't know what will happen. And as I promised in the beginning, I will upload it. See you, ladies and gentlemen, next time.